Good morning. Welcome to episode 3 of Coffee with Chris. This is Chris Beery coming to y'all from my front porch. So, yesterday we covered a story that talked about living life on purpose, and this morning when I finished my meditation, which is something that I try and do in the morning times, just another little effort I make to keep myself in the right mindset throughout the day. One of the morning choices that I make to start the day positive. I thought about how often I felt like I got behind, that I got so far behind I just couldn't catch up, and it just ruined it. It just ruined my day, whether that was at work, whether that was back when I was in school, whether that was like the leaves in my yard, where you just had this task looming over you that was made worse by your own neglect, and now it just didn't feel like you could ever catch up. And so it just weighed on you. It just was pressure. It was heavy. Maybe you had somebody nagging you about it. Maybe you were nagging yourself about it. Maybe it nagged you just by existing. The leaves, for example. I'd walk home every day. Every time I'd walk through my front yard and see the leaves, just like, oh man, just like it's getting worse. I'm not doing anything about it. It's going to be such a big job. It's going to kill me when it's time to do. And as I was breathing through my meditation, I use guided meditations, and one of the things that they stress in the guided meditations is, let those things go right now. For the next 10 minutes, focus on your breath. Don't worry about what you have to do, what you haven't done. Trying to get a better light. Don't worry about what happened to work today. Just breathe. It can't hurt you right now. Whatever worries you have, nothing bad will happen if you just breathe through them for the next few minutes. And what that makes me realize is that applies to life in such a large way. Wherever you are, whatever things you feel like you're behind on, if you don't have the car that you want to have, if you don't have the job that you want to have, if you're not in the place that you want to be in life where you thought you'd be by now, that's okay. It's not okay to say that, it wasn't largely your decisions that got you to where you are today. That's who we are. That's how life works. We decide ourselves into every day. But you can't beat yourself up for the decisions you've already made. The boat does not get driven by its wake. So, if that's you, if I'm describing you in any way today, I'm describing myself on a lot of days. Just take what's behind you, take your past, take all that you think defines you, the decisions you've made, the things that have happened to you, embrace them, bring them in real tight, and then let them go. They're not part of your future anymore. Your future is now decided by the decisions that you make from this moment. The moment that you realize that the decisions are yours to make, that you have control over them, and that your mind is going to be the guiding light for you and the decisions that you make every day. If you feel like you make bad decisions regularly, it's so easy to want to eat well, but it's so much easier to grab Whataburger on the way home after a long day. But realize that that's a decision that you make. I don't know about you, but I'm getting to the part of my life where if I eat Whataburger, it's going to ruin the rest of my day. It's going to hit me like a tank, and it's going to ruin the rest of my day. So now I make the choice not to do that to myself. I eat something that energizes me, that uplifts me. And it seems small, but every day, I can't tell you how often we would eat out every day. And now we make the decision to eat foods that make us feel better. And they're not always the healthiest foods. Sometimes it's just food that I made from scratch at home, where I know the ingredients, I've touched them. It's not processed, it wasn't made in a factory wrapped up in plastic. All that to say is, wherever you are in life, don't let what's happened up until this point sabotage your ability to make better decisions starting today, starting right now. Whether that's making your bed, whether that's getting out doing some exercise, breathing some fresh air. That's one thing I can tell you right now. There's nobody on this world right now that can't benefit from a little bit of exercise, from a little bit of outdoor air. Get out in the sun today. It's a little chilly this morning, but when you can, find an opportunity to go, move your body, move your blood, breathe deeply, think positive things, be grateful. It's Thanksgiving week. Gary Vee says it best when he says there's no way to have a bad day when you're in a grateful state, when you have gratitude, when that's your mindset going into it. And whether you've been sick before, whether you've had family members who were sick and got over it, the best feeling you see in someone after a near-death experience or after being gravely ill is that they're more positive. They have a better outlook on life because they're more grateful for where they are. Sorry, my connection's a little shoddy this morning, guys. I just wanted to get to this message to you real quick. Thank you, everybody that's here and watching. If you like this, or if you can't find the time to watch this on Facebook Live when I'm on, I'll be posting and uploading the videos here, as well as on our YouTube channel, and then as well as on our podcast, which is linked in the description. I appreciate everybody who's here this morning. Have a beautiful, blessed day. Find as many people to love as possible. And remember that if you haven't been making the right decisions, that's okay. Just make the right ones now.